Good afternoon. My name is Greg Cottrell. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 68th commencement of North Hunterdon High School, honoring the class of 2019. I am grateful that you all have been able to join us today, and I hope that you, our parents, relatives, friends, and family, enjoy this day as we celebrate the accomplishments of these fine young men and women who make up the class of 2019. I want to send a special thank you to our show choir, who will be performing shortly under the direction of Miss Katie Cudworth. This time, I would like to introduce the Vice President of the class of 2019, Ms. Carolyn Whitty, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem performed by our show.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Please be seated. It is now my privilege to introduce the senior class president, Dexter Costa, to give the senior class welcome address. He is the son of Lisa and Thomas and Lisa, of Union Township. They have raised a very charismatic, impressive young man who has led the class of 2019 past.
Thank you, Dr. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to thank you for our high school. First, thank you for your guidance for our years. Specifically, I'd like to thank vice principal their work. In addition, I would like to thank the vendor, all the vice, all this. I would also like over the years, all please know have mother became been able to see all the while we may have always we are very specifically the retirees this year. We are so thankful that we were able to have you in our your dedication to your job and the students is something. We wish you the best of luck. We hope that you can relax. I also need to give a big Miss Heil. Your hard work, support, patience, and vital to the success of we cannot thank you enough. I'd also like to give a shout out, Mr. Also need to give big Caroline Wood, William, Richard Chen, CC. They have worked very hard. I would also like to thank the PTSA and the Education Foundation for their support of the students and our experience at North. To the parents, thank you. Thank you for everything you have done up to this point and everything you will do. You have pulled us up from our downs and congratulated us on our successes. I hope today can be a testament to the hard work you have put into us. A tree does not grow overnight. It starts as a fragile sapling, and in its process of growing, it needs an attentive and hardworking gardener. Only with countless hours of watering and support can the sapling become a tree. To those who have helped us through our time at North, you are the gardeners. And on behalf of the jungle, that is the class of 2019, I thank you. To the class of 2019, today I would like to give you some unwise, wise advice. Send it. Yes, yes. Like the memes, I call on all of you to send it. I'm not encouraging any of you to make dangerous decisions, but I am calling you to action. I want all of you to go out into your next stage of life and take advantage of the opportunities given to you and make opportunities for yourself. Send it. That idea of trying new possibilities is something well demonstrated in the Send It memes. Live a life of action in your schooling, career, and community. Do not wait. Try, fail, try again. Class of 2000, Franklin Delano Roosevelt once said, above all, I can't miss on this one. Franklin Delano Roosevelt once said, above all, try something. If he was alive today, he would tweet, send it. Class of 2019, I have plenty of faith that all of you will send it. I've seen you take the risk to start business ventures, override teachers' recommendations for classes, stay up till 3 a.m. for water wars, work on projects until school starts the next day, creatively ask people to prom, and be yourself in a world that frowns upon being just that. More than anything, this is a call to continue that brave nature. Beauty will eventually fade, but a character that pushes for new challenges will keep a person young forever. North Hunterdon class of 2019, I've been proud to be your class president for the past 4 years, and I know I'll be proud of all of you for many more. Class of 2019, God bless you, and send it.
Thank you, Declan. Great job. Today we have some honored guests that I would like to recognize. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. The superintendent of the North Hunterdon Voorhees Regional High School District, Mr. Jeffrey Bender. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Richard Burgess. The Board of Education members that are with us today. Our Board of Education President, Mr. Robert Kirchberger. Vice President, Ms. Jessica Vioto. We also have Miss Shelley Crisologo, Miss Lisa Diederich, Mr. Fran Goger, Miss Rachel McLaughlin, Mr. John Mielik, and Mr. Roger Strait. Thank you for all of your support over the years and the tremendous amount of time that you put in to fulfill your role as Board of Education members. I would also like to specifically recognize our teachers who are retiring this year and thank them for their years of service, dedication, and loyalty to North Hunterdon High School. We're losing 3 teachers that are actually former Teachers of the Year or Educational Specialists of the Year. We have our math teacher, Mr. Frank Cherrick, with 18 years of service. Business teacher, Miss Michelle Chang, with 11 years. And special education ESP, Miss Kathleen Curtis, with 30 years. I would now like to recognize the many groups of students who have distinguished themselves. These students have worked especially hard to achieve additional recognition. This afternoon, the gold sashes are worn by the class officers. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Gold cords are worn by members who are graduating with high honors. Thank you. You may be seated. Blue and white honor sashes are worn by members of the National Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Purple and silver cords are worn by the National Technical Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Blue and gold cords are worn by members of the International Thespian Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Rainbow cords are worn by members of the National Art Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Blue and gold cords are worn by members of the National English Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Blue and gold cords are also worn by members of the National Mathematics Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Green, gold, and purple cords are worn by the members of the National Science Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Blue and white cords are worn by members of the National Social Studies Honor Society. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. Finally, we would now like to recognize members of the World Language Honor Society. Please stand as I recognize your Honor Society and remain standing until I have announced all of the World Language Honor Societies. Also, please hold your applause until all of the students are standing. Purple and gold cords are worn by the Latin Honor Society. Blue, white, and red cords are worn by the French Honor Society. Black, gold, and red cords are worn by the German Honor Society. Red and gold cords are worn by the Spanish Honor Society. And the world language pins are worn by those who have achieved the seal of biliteracy. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. I would like to recognize the yearbook staff for all of their hard work throughout the year. Those wearing black and white cords, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. I would also like to recognize members of our Teen Pep. Those wearing pink cords, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. At this time, I would like to share some additional accomplishments of the class of 2019. This class seated before you has not disappointed. They are a group of talented young men and women who have strived to be the best that they can be. This afternoon, seated before you are 2 National Merit Scholar semifinalists, 19 Merit Commended Scholars, 4 National Merit Special Scholar recipients. 2 graduates have gained recognition in the Region 2 Choir, 1 graduate in the All-State Choir, and 1 student in the Region 2 Wind Ensemble. This class seated before you has logged over 79,000 hours of community service in their last 4 years, and over 90% of these students were involved in some type of clubs and activities. Over 100 fundraisers conducted by these clubs and activities has raised more than $200,000 for a variety of charitable organizations this year. To recognize our largest fundraiser, the Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society has presented purple cords to those students who have been involved in the Relay for Life for the past 4 years. Please stand and be recognized for raising over $100,000 for cancer research this year. Congratulations, you may be seated. The class of 2019 participated in 3 blood drives at North Hunterdon High School this year. 1,152 pints of blood were donated during this school year. To recognize the students, if you are wearing a solid red cord, please stand and be recognized for being a blood donor at least twice during this school year. Congratulations, you may be seated. Students from North Hunterdon continue their tradition of excellence after they leave our school. The class of 2019 is no exception. Some of these students will be attending some of the most prestigious colleges and universities, not only in New Jersey and the nation, but also in the world. That list includes Boston University, Bucknell University, Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, the American University of Paris, Drexel, Georgetown, Lehigh, the College of New Jersey, Rutgers, Seton Hall, the College of William & Mary, Tufts, Stevens Institute of Technology, Northeastern Institute, Virginia Tech, and Clemson University. This is just a sample list of the great places that these graduates will go, but it is a list that we are very proud of. I also want to thank all of the graduates who have committed to service in the armed forces. We thank you in advance for your service to our country. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Derek Coyne, U.S. Marines. Scott Grafer, U.S. Air Force. Neil Linzer, U.S. Navy. Will Castrid, U.S. Coast Guard Academy. Braden Monticello, U.S. Coast Guard. Ryan Wonko, U.S. Army ROTC. Wesley Hawken, U.S. Army. And Ian Adams, U.S. Army ROTC. At this time, I would like to announce and recognize the salutatorian for the class of 2019. Rachel Mead, please come to the podium. Rachel is the daughter of Michael and Mindy of Clinton Township. She will be attending Cornell University in the fall, majoring in engineering. At this time, I would like to announce the valedictorian for the class of 2019, Richard Chen. Richard is the son of Robert and Xiao of Clinton Township. He will be attending the University of Pennsylvania College of Arts and Sciences, majoring in engineering and finance. Please join me in another round of applause for your valedictorian, Richard Chen, and salutatorian, Rachel Mead. At this point in today's program, we will be offering a very special graduation address featuring 8 of the top students of their class. This speech was created in partnership with the valedictorian, Richard Chen, and salutatorian, Rachel Mead, as well as Rebecca Beswick, Catherine Carney, Amanda Chisholm, Jonathan Murray, Liam Smaraglia, and Trevor Wise. Please welcome them to the podium.
Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Bender, Dr. Bergax, Dr. Cottrell, assistant principals, parents, guardians, Mr. Sorg, faculty. On behalf of the class of 2019, thank you for supporting us through our academic careers and bringing us to this point. Each of you made our high school experiences successful by providing every opportunity for us. I still remember coming to North for the first time, using a map to find my classes because apparently it's really hard to make our way around one giant square. However, as time progressed, we all became more accustomed to our school. Regardless of what classes we took, whether it was core classes, stacked APs, or took advantage of the Polytech program, we each found a group of people to turn to. These academic communities dared us to go beyond the class. Looking back, isn't it crazy that people we barely knew on the first day of school become some of our closest friends? Which goes to show that ultimately, it is the people that define our experience. Regardless of what we will do the next chapter of our lives, we will each take the lessons learned and make an impact on the ever-changing journey that is our life. Thank you. And with that, I would like to introduce my classmate and close friend, Liam Smaraglia.
Thank you, Richard. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I don't have a profound message to say in my speech. That's not really my style. There are some great speeches coming up that have them. I just want to take some time for all of us, both the students who put in the work and the family and the faculty that supported all of us, to celebrate the accomplishments that we achieved together. We had a meeting after the people doing speeches were announced about the theme we would write them about. We decided on community. I think it's a great way for all of us to reminisce on all the great things that we've been a part of during our time at North. The only problem for me is I've done maybe like 2 or 3 extracurriculars. I'm the vice president of the ping pong club, though. We had a total of about 3 or 4 meetings before the table broke, which for the record was not my fault. I may not have participated in many activities through the school, but I was a part of many ones outside of it. I had a blast doing rec basketball this year. Shout out to everybody who was in that. I had a great time spending my Saturday mornings, hanging out with my friends, and watching some very ugly basketball. Creating and running the Twitter for the league gave me the experience I needed to run Water Wars, and I'm especially glad that I made the Twitter, because now I have a video on my phone of Will Wilson missing 14 three-pointers in a row. Let's clap it up for that. It's just as funny as it sounds. Speaking of water wars, as great as it was to make sure the game was run fairly and everyone had fun, I'm not going to miss having my phone getting blown up every single night. For real though, people were really respectful, and I'm grateful for that, even if there were some really stupid questions. To the parents and the family of those who did water wars, I'm sorry. We've all taken incredible paths to get where we are. We've all had triumphs. We've all had hardships. Every one of us has their own story of how they got here. But we're all here now. We made it, and we're coming for what's next. Thank you. Up next, we have my fellow Bethlehem Township graduate, Trevor Wise.
Thank you for that, Liam. I want everyone to think back to their favorite high school memory. I can tell you with absolute certainty that everyone's memory had one thing in common. Each of you shared this moment with someone else. Whether it was friends, family, or even a teacher, everyone had someone that helped make this moment great. And that's because without those around us, we are incomplete. Without help and guidance from others, we would not be where we are today. To me, the best part of North Hunterdon was the community. No matter who you were or what you were interested in, there was a place here for you. A club to support your interests, a sport to bond with teammates, a teacher to help you through your most challenging class. There was something for everyone here. This made North comfortable. Each day you pulled into your regular parking spot and went to your regular classes and hung out with your regular friends. After graduation today, this constancy is gone. With the uncertainty that the future holds, it's easy to feel anxious. But that's the beauty in life. It's always changing. After today, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The opportunity to do whatever we want. Explore whatever passions and interests we choose. Live our lives exactly how we want. The best part is that we won't have to do it alone. Through the last 4 years, we've learned lessons that will stick with us forever. At North, we've grown into people who are more than capable of handling the obstacles life has in store for us. But that's all because of the people around us, the people who made us into who we are today. I truly believe that life is best lived with others, with the type of people that will build you up and make you into a better person. I encourage everyone here to remember and cherish these relationships, because whether you realize it or not, they change your life. But that doesn't end here. Wherever your next steps may take you, find the community that challenges you to be the person you dream of becoming, because we're never truly done learning and growing with those around us. Next up is my classmate for the next floor, Rachel Mead.
Thank you, Trevor. We have so far focused mainly on the impact of the larger North community, but for me, like many of you, a smaller group has had a greater influence. I have taken many STEM classes at North, but as I advanced, the percentage of girls in my STEM classes drastically dwindled. There were 8 girls in Physics C out of about 30 students. The data structures class had only 2 girls. In fact, to give you a perspective of how few that actually is, there were twice the number of guys named Andrew compared to the number of girls in that class. Even though there are few females in the advanced STEM classes, the bonds between these like-minded women are strong. As a group, we grew close as we had the same classes, teachers, and homework. We worked together, commiserated together, and laughed together. We enjoyed sharing STEM jokes, like the one where the son checks into a hotel, and when asked if he needed help with his luggage, he said, "No thanks, I'm traveling light." Our little community also grew strong outside of the classroom. Last year, we went to ExxonMobil to explore STEM careers. I was a part of a group with some girls from Voorhees whom I did not know. Even though I am a timid person, I immediately felt comfortable with this peer group. We worked together to program robots to battle. We coded the robots to be fierce and make elephant noises as they rolled into the ring. Collaborating with these fantastic girls reaffirmed my desire to be an engineer. All communities, from small to large, help to shape the path we follow. The small community of STEM girls at North encouraged me to stay on mine. Thank you. Next up is my friend Jack Murray.
Thank you, Rachel. Hello, I am Jack Murray. As far as community goes, you can't get much closer with people than the music and theater departments. Take choir, for instance. From the visits to the middle schools to promote the music program, to the concerts we were almost completely ready for, to graduation where we wish the seniors good luck, we never could get enough of each other. Show gang! In all seriousness, though, I am so grateful to have been part of the show and chamber choirs. I have learned so much and have grown so close to each and every one of you. Now, theater. For those of you that don't know, the theater is past the $1 million library, to the left, up the ramp, through those big green doors. Walking through, you see the home of singing and dancing and shoulder dislocations. In the words of the ever-wise Dr. Cottrell, I thought they told you to break a leg. Absolutely hilarious when you're sitting there with your arm out of its socket. But believe it or not, theater is not the only place you can get injured. I have these friends who play these things called sports. I know, right? But they got injured too. So in the latter half of Mrs. Gallo's 2.5-hour long super class, thank you, block scheduling, I said, hey, I know you can't play on your sports teams anymore, but you could always join theater. And they ignored me. But after weeks of asking and mentioning and prodding, I was able to get them to agree, and I'm so glad that they did. I thought I was friends with them before theater, which is so funny because I hardly knew them. I didn't know them until I woke up as early as 8 a.m. on Saturday to practice for 3 hours. Yes, roll your eyes, sports kids. I didn't know them until 5:16 when we tried to hint to Mrs. Mayo that we had to go, not because we had somewhere to be, just because we were lazy. I didn't know them until the stress of Tech Week, where we collectively decided not to do our homework. These are the best people that I have ever known. I have never felt so welcomed, accepted, and loved, and I owe them everything. Finally, I want to thank my parents and the teachers and directors and coaches I have met along the way. I have learned something from each of them. Thank you. Next up is Amanda Chisholm, a much more qualified member of the music department. There you go.
So yes, like Jack, I'm also a member of the music department, but unlike Jack, I cannot sing. Instead, I've been part of the concert band here at North for the past 4 years. And even though they weren't able to perform for us today, I would still like to recognize the effort that they put into practicing the graduation music. Thank you. Thank you. I would still, yeah. Sorry. So thank you so much to the music department and especially the directors for making my time here at North just that much. Other than band, I've also spent a lot of my time and energy at Amnesty International, a service club here at North. At first, the sheer number of activities and clubs available to us can be overwhelming, but it did not take me very long to settle down and find what I was really passionate about. So at Amnesty, I was able to learn to plan fundraisers, organize drives, and work together with other amazing people. I made friendships in that club that will last me a lifetime. And I feel good knowing that what we did really helped others, both in our local area and all over the world. In the end, our ability to help others is what sets us apart from other schools. To all of the different service clubs here at North, from Habitat for Humanity to Girl Up, we use our time and abilities to give others a better chance in life. And I ask all of you here, no matter what your next step in life may be, stay involved. Continue putting time and effort into helping the people in not just your local community, but also communities all over the globe. Bake sale by bake sale, fundraiser by fundraiser, we have changed and will continue to change the world. And now I would like to introduce one of the most passionate people I know, Katie Carney.
Thank you, Amanda. My classmates have just shared with you some of their favorite memories. Trevor has asked you to think about yours, and I will ask you to again. Where were you in that moment? It doesn't matter. No matter where you were learning, because learning happens everywhere. Both in and out of these classrooms, we have learned about teamwork, determination, trust, responsibility, equality, and honesty. And we have used these lessons to build a community. North Hunterdon has also showed me that learning happens all the time, whether it be on a 7 a.m. bus ride or during our 10:40 lunch period, or even midnight at Funplex. We have never stopped absorbing new information. With each new thing we have learned together, our bond has become stronger. And while everyone in the North community has contributed to our education over the past 4 years, parents, teachers, grandparents, siblings, coaches, faculty, the lessons we have learned from each other will be the most enduring. Class of 2019, parents, grandparents, siblings, faculty, whoever you are, I challenge you to keep learning, everywhere, all the time, and with everyone. For one final memory, here's Rebecca Beswick.
Thanks, Katie. So let me tell you a bit about backpacking. You start by putting everything that you need to survive into this big bag, strapping it to your back, and then walking miles into the woods just to get the privilege to sleep on a bunch of rocks. There's dirt in your tent, dirt in your shoes, no modern plumbing, and most shockingly, no Wi-Fi. Gasp. The longest trip I've ever been on was for 12 days with 9 girls who I barely knew. That's 12 days without a flushing toilet, without my phone. I was covered in dust the entire time. And that was the best 12 days of my life. And do you know why that was? 2 words. Joint suffering. Joint suffering is when you're in a group of people who face the same trials and tribulations, and you complain together, and you motivate each other to keep going. Take that next step. I know you have blisters on your feet. I do too. Let's keep going so we can take a nap. I got so close to those 9 girls on that trip, and they're the reason that I got to the end. Joint suffering is something that we all share. Even right now, you have all made it through 8 student speeches. And thank you for being such a great audience. As a class, whether it's been for a test or a project, we've all stressed together, moaned together, proclaimed that I don't even care anymore, just to spend the next day cram studying together. And because of that sentiment, somehow we made it work. Even if there was a bit of complaining, we all succeeded because of group motivation. As a class, we have gone through all the same challenges, physically, academically, socially, emotionally. Throughout all of these speeches, you've heard how we have succeeded jointly. You've heard how we've suffered jointly. And I know that in your future, you will find another group to push you to your full potential, even if you are all covered in dirt. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you again, Rebecca, Catherine, Richard, Amanda, Rachel, Jonathan, Liam, and Trevor. At this time, it is now my honor to recommend the class of 2019 for graduation. As principal of North Hunterdon High School, I hereby certify that the members of the class of 2019 seated before you have satisfactorily met the graduation requirements of the North Hunterdon Voorhees Regional High School District, as well as the state of New Jersey. Therefore, it is my honor and privilege to recommend that they receive their high school diplomas. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the show choir, who will perform the graduation anthem under the direction of Miss Katie Cudworth.
Thank you, Dr. Cottrell. All right, so hi everyone. My name is Ash Busgate. Sorry. And we are the North Hunterdon Show Choir. We're going to perform a kind of untraditional graduation piece. It's actually a lullaby. It's called Light in the Hallway. We started this piece back in January, and from the first time we listened to it, we immediately connected to the lyrics to our families, our friends, and our experiences here at North Hunterdon High School, and truly reflect and love them even more. Through this piece, a deep understanding and connection grew within every member of the ensemble to the point where we truly feel like a family. And I'm honored to be here and be a part of it. I can't imagine my senior year without a single one of these people, and I'm blessed to be able to perform this piece for you. Without further ado, here's Light in the Hallway.
Close your eyes, lay your head down. Now it's time to sleep. May you find great adventure as you lie and dream. If you're scared of the darkness, I will calm your fear. There's a light in the hallway, so you know I'm here. So count your blessings every day. It makes the monsters go away, and everything will be okay. You are not alone. You are right at home. Good night. Good night. Night. You won't need me forever, but I'll still be here. Still be here. We all have our nightmares, even me, my dear. From now on, if you need me, you can sing this song. There's a light in the hallway, burning all night long. So count your blessings every day. It makes the monsters go away, and everything will be okay. You are not alone. You are right at home. Good night. Oh, good night. Good night. Good night.
I would like to take a moment to thank all of the graduates, students, families, community members, Board of Education members, faculty, and staff for their support. I am truly blessed to work in such a great school with a supportive community and talented student body. I am grateful to be here today to celebrate the class of 2019, but before we take this next and final step together, I want everyone to slow down and practice a few moments of mindfulness with me. Take a deep breath and enjoy this moment. You are surrounded right now by your family and friends. Take a picture in your mind of this moment. Soak in this moment. Be present in this moment. Our lives are a continuous journey, a stream of consciousness that rushes by. Let us pause for just a second before this next phase comes rushing in. Remember what this day feels like. Remember what this success feels like. Think of all the hard work that it took to get here and appreciate for a few moments the shared struggles and unique journey that everyone in this room has been through to get to this point. Now, on a lighter note, the class of 2019 has really seemed to embrace an old alleged likeness of me that I cannot seem to shake. There have been certain cutouts of a Mr. Buzz Lightyear with my face depicted on it in the mall during Spirit Week, on a few Twitter memes, online courtesy of our student Jungle, and who knows what else I never saw. Now, I do not see the resemblance, but for the sake of creating a memorable graduation speech, I would like to speak for a few moments about my interpretation of Mr. Lightyear's famous slogan. Let's start by looking at the definition of infinity. Infinity is a part of a geometric magnitude that lies beyond any part whose distance from a given point is finite. In other words, infinity is the last known definable position. Infinity is the impossible. Infinity is the unknown. But the impossible is only impossible until somebody does it. The unknown is only unknown until someone figures it out. I encourage you to set all of your goals in the realm of infinity. Do what seems impossible and unknown. North Hunterdon High School has prepared you to the best of our ability for the world as we know it. But that world is always changing. It is impossible for any of us to definitively know what is coming. All of your goals will be different and they will change, but I encourage you to challenge yourself to achieve what seems impossible and strive to learn what is unknown. Build upon the base of knowledge that has been given to you here at North Hunterdon High School and think of new knowledge acquisition as being infinite. Now, after infinity comes the beyond. For this part, I want you to think about everything that goes into this shared human experience that we all share together. This is beyond your academic and career pursuits. As you travel through life chasing your infinite dreams, do not forget to appreciate the world around you. Do not think of yourself as just a doctor, lawyer, chef, mechanic, principal. Think beyond that. Devote yourself to being the best brother, sister, father, son, mother, daughter, friend, community member that you can be. The community service and charitable contributions made by this class has been remarkable. I encourage you to now look beyond our high school for ways that you can continue to make a positive difference in the next phase of your life. You are all some of the finest students in New Jersey. And as you journey into the next phase of your life, look for those who need a hand up. Whenever you go, or wherever you go, you will always be North Hunterdon Lions. Lions are strong. But remember, the truest display of strength is when it is used to lift people up, not tear them down. Moving forward, count all of the blessings that you have. Be grateful, live a happy life, work hard. Most things in life worth having are not given to you. They must be earned. Continue to earn your right to success. I wish you all continued success to infinity and beyond. Okay, the moment that you've been waiting for. Before we issue diplomas, to our graduates, I would like to make a special request to those in attendance. Please hold your applause until all members of the class have received their diplomas so that every family here can hear the name of their child as it is read. We ask that you refrain from shouting or whistling or any other behavior that would distract from our graduates. Once all the graduates' names have been read, I will then encourage you to be as loud as possible to show your support for the class of 2019. At this time, I would like to introduce our guidance counselors who will be reading your graduates' names. In order of appearance, we have Miss Kelly Steele, Miss Kristen Barada, Miss Nancy Krask, Mr. William Robey, Mr. David Rapp, Mr. Steve DiLorenzo, and Mr. Ronald Nisnick. Joining me in the distribution of diplomas will be Superintendent Mr. Jeffrey Bender, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Richard Burgess, and your senior class assistant principal, Mr. Timothy Flynn.
Adam M. Abbas, Cassandra Julia Adamchuk, Ian G. Adams, Dylan Earl Adamy, Felice Agaronin, Jaylene Agro, Joseph Ahmed, Casey M. Amerlan, Alexandra Anastasi, Garrett Andreski, Catherine Rose Approvato, diploma to be presented by former Board of Education member Lisa Approvato. Dakota Arabia Meyer, Alan Arefieff, Lauren R. Ashby, Zachary Atherton, Ethan J. Avasilis, Josue Ayala, Stephen Robert Babis IV, Lauren Eileen Bankalari, Julianne Grace Bavaro, Lorenzo Antonio Bessaril, Gabrielle Austin Beneducci, Xavier Orion Bennett, Jonathan Saratoga Berg, Catherine Rose Berger, Gwyneth Rose Burnick, Ashlyn Berry, Rebecca Rose Beswick, Abai Bhatt, Jake Chapman Black, Catherine Page Blumquist, Veronica Rose Bober, Leanna Victoria Bonacorsi, Samantha Lee Booth, Zachary Booth, Alexander Bors, Jonathan Ryan Bork, Ryan Bauer, Delaney Jane Boyd, Charles Brenkel, Andrew P. Brett, Madison T. Bryant, Sophia Brotons, diploma to be presented by Board of Education member Lisa Dietrich, Kyle M. Bruner, Owen Edward Busick, Caitlin Butcher, Allison Cafaro.
Catherine Elizabeth Carney, Amy Marie Carosi, Tony A. Castellani, Rebecca Arwin Cecil, Stephen Circa, Thomas Matthew Sarah, Grace Chen, Richard Chen, Ian Chang, Amanda Marie Chisholm, Joseph Choi, Lauren Ashley Ciatola, Kaylee Cobb, Adam Joseph Coe, Madeline G. Coe, Jared M. Cologne, Emily Madison Conway, Hannah Rose Cook, John V. Corcoran III, Declan Michael Coster, Ella Marie Countess, Garrett R. Coyne, Benjamin Cusano, Emily G. Cuthill, Jolena T. Demore, Roman C. Diorico, Luke E. Da Silva, Maya Ann Davis, Ryder DeCanio, Haley A. Deemer, Amanda N. DeGasperis, Colin Delaney, Tyler Joseph Demers, Madison Marie DePalma, Kurt A. Durwood, Marissa Madison DeVito, Louis DeVletter, Brianna Quincy Dietrich, diploma to be presented by Lisa Dietrich, Gina Dieso, Vincent M. DeLeo, Elena M. DiMarcello, Riley James Deenan, Erica L. Dorsey, Liam T. Driscoll, Connor D. Duda, Nathan V. Duda, Thomas D. Duda, Christopher C. Dyson, Thomas J. Egg, Colburn Gray Earhart, Angelina P. Ngira, Connor Magnus Esch,
Brennan James Farron, Ella Josephine Fasciano, Kaylin Brianna Feely, Evan K. Ferry, Kylie N. Fickling, Colin M. Finn, Abigail Marie Forentino, Christopher J. Fisher, Morgan Catherine Fisher, Matthew William Flegg, Jack J.T. Flynn, Madison Patricia Fonseca, Jace M. Fortuna, Kira Elizabeth Freeman, Julia Friedman, Catherine Followan, Jessica L. Galloway, James Gallo, Olivia P. Garvey Blackwell, Caitlin Margaret Gilvey, Michelle Marianne Gladys, Eva M. Gonzalez, Juliana Gonzalez Rivas, Benjamin R. Goodacre, Emily Gottlieb, Scott W. Grafer, Bethany G. Graham, Emma N. Graham, Trevor N. Gralla, Andrew D. Green, Kaylee Gregor, Molly Kathleen Gregor, Peter J. Gregory, Brett Thomas Griffith, Jack Grigan, Nicholas V. Guasta, Heather Grace Guy, Anthony Petrozelli Hale, Christopher Petrozelli Hale, Megan Hanley, Kathleen Sarah Hanley, Luke P. Hanlon, James P. Han, Michael L. Han, Luke Kenneth Hannon, Erica Paige Harmon, Meredith K. Harmon, Desiree Lynn Harrington, Alexander J. Helwig, John Emerson Hirschfeld, Shannon K. Hess,
Julia C. Hilty, Ethan Ho, Wesley R. Huckin, Justin P. Holderbaum, Kira Holmes, Griffin Carter Hunthy, Justin Horton, Daniel C. Huckabee, Taylor Lynn Huckey, Liza Ingenito, Amanda L. Jackson, Giovanni Jackson, Aiden J. Jackaliff, Kyle R. Jackaliff, Joseph K. Janosko, Nicholas Jinks, Emily Faith Johnson, Caitlin E. Jones, Orion J. Just, Michael Walter Kane, George Kapitanakis, Victoria Kaplan, William Martin Castrid, Alyssa Brianna Katyan, Angela J. Kersley, Lacey Sarah Kestisher, Richard J. Kimmick, Taylor King, Robin M. Kipe, Riley Morgan Kohler, Jake C. Kachelski, Vaughn Koshinsky, Benjamin Robert Kravitz, Adrian Grace Krowicki, Sean P. Krummenacher, Emily Kundla, Brandon P. Kuo, Ethan Michael Cooperstein, Andrew Kurdiak, Arthur F. Lai, Riley M. Lance, diploma to be handed by Lisa Diedrich, Emma Nicole Lang, Gaetano Lardieri, Caroline Jane Lading, Rebecca J. Lazarick, Patrick William Leamy, Sang Hyun Sean Lee, Amy Ann Leonard,
Allison Y. Leong, Sarah Levitch, Megan Link, Neil R. Linzer, Jonah Carl Leone, Ariel C. Lonoff, Justin Lopez. Sienna Jewel Lutan. Adam Wing Tu Lam De Bono. Jensen Ida Macule. Julia Michelle McIsaac. Breton McNeil. Diana Magana Salgado. Pierce Farai Makombe. Sean Malecki. Stephen Raymond Malashevsky III. Claire Cook Malley. Colleen Malley. Julia Marie Malik. Maria Mancuso. Brittany L. Marcantuna. Alyssa M. Markey, diploma to be presented by former board member Lisa Aprovato. Luke J. Morosi. Brendan P. Martin. Jake Victor Marzarella. Colin J. Messino. Brett Robert Matthews. Cynthia Arena Mavros. Maxwell Vernon Mazuka. James Dow McCallum Jr. Elizabeth McDevitt. Andrew McKinney. Rachel Elizabeth Mead. Christopher Meisner. Hannah Grace Minicello. Thomas Michael Messina. Nicholas Minadio. Hannah Margaret Mitchell, diploma to be presented by Dr. Shadow. Annalise M. Molzen. Mark C. Monaco. Matthew Montes. Braden Monticello. David C. Morera. Alyssa Nicole Morris. Chloe Ann Morris. Diana R. Mosley Thomas. Sarah A. Motter.
Jonathan Robert Murray. Madeline G. Nenna, diploma to be presented by Lisa Diedrich. Chloe Ann Neria. Maria C. Newsom. Alyssa Rose Nolan. Hutch E. Novacek. Emily B. Nugent. Patrick B. O'Rourke. Thomas J. Obajensky. Andrew C. Ortel. Isabella Orgazalik. Kimberly Osti. Melissa Rose Ostrowski. Ava M. Page. Raphael P. Palladino. Sophia Panagias. Marilena C. Parker. Jasmine L. Perleon. Jill Patel. Jack R. Paul. Nicholas Michael Poulter. Grace Elizabeth Peck. Julia Greta Pereira. Anthony P. Perez. Caroline Maureen Petrie, Grace Marie Petrosian, Michelle Phillips, Michael J. Pierce, Maeve Elizabeth Plashy, Charlotte Ann Plumpton, Stephen A. Pulaski, Andrew David Dopp, Margaret Kathleen Powers, Agostino Pramatic, Sean Procopio, Aaron Elizabeth Provines, Dylan Travis Perzicki, Florence Puckstead, Cecilia Page Quintal, Luis Alberto Quiros, Emily Rose Radican, Marie Isabella Riccardi, Audrey N. Riccatelli, Connor Christopher Robinson, Samuel J. Robinson, Lucas G. Rodriguez, Veronica I. Romanek, Alicia Conchita Romero, Jack Alexander Rooney, Christian C. Rotner,
Jaden Rufo, Juliet Sarah Rufo, Justin Rush, Andrew Rusnak, Shannon Eileen Russell, Dominic J. Rusillo, Samantha Russo, Eric Thomas Rise, Brooke L. Sdeo, Adwait Sahasrabude, Sharia Susie Brim St. Preux, Sean Salatello, Allison Dorothy Salkin, Thomas C. Saponaro, Jack Christopher Sarkissian, Kylie J. Schaefer, Andrew Dean Schlack, John J. Schneiderhan, Johanna Elizabeth Schumacher, Marissa R. Schwab, Charles Stepto Scapetto, Haley Seals, Sean Siebert, Justin M. Sell, Jessica N. Senator, Paige Shack, Adam Shake, Jason T. Shapiro, Jacob M. Shaw, Sophia Dulce Maria Shea, Matthew M. Shea, Anjali Shukla, Roshan Shukla, Robert Joseph Sierp, diploma to be handed out by Jessica Viato, Hope Francis Simpson, Liam G. Smaraglia, Sydney Smith, Quadri Smith Jr., Garrett W. Snee, Dylan Matthew Snyder, Kayla M. Salino, Georgiana Sopkovic, Maya Sorge, Fiona Kathleen Spear, Kayla Marie Spencer, Matthew Spishiker, Hunter Tyler St. Pierre, Matthew P. Stanzione, Hannah Penniman Stapleton, Joseph Stasak, Catherine Claire Stenberg, diploma to be handed out by Lisa Approvato. Eric B. Stevens, Danielle Alexandra Stevenson, Victoria Rose Stone, John Stodoff, Jeffrey G. Strand, Kaylee Mayer Sturgis, Hamilton Sujet, Lauren Ashley Sullivan, Sidney J. Sundaram, Tyler Sutton, Sarah E. Switlick, Lauren Elizabeth T. Sy,
Brenna Talamo, Cynthia Talamo, Austin J. Tarby, Alexandra Tavares, Tara Nicole Typel, Carly Anna Thomas, Kira Michelle Thomas, Caroline Grace Thompson, Matthew Todaro, Catherine Lisa Toms, Andrew B. Toda, Andrew Emmanuel Trapp, Ashley Nicole Trepkow, Madison M. Travaskis, Thomas A. Tremarco, Caroline Tumulty Olamar, Kai A. Varkamp, James Calder Valle, Matthew Joseph Vallely, Samantha May Van Bell, Dalton Van Esselston, Alexandra Vasile, James T. Villamil, Madison Ann Viato, diploma to be presented by Jessica Viato, Francis J. Vitelli, Casey Janes Vidiello, Katerina Wozniak, Satvik Vakronim, Mark Walling, Isabella Katerina Waltz, Ryan Wonko, Jacqueline Sophia Weiss, diploma to be presented by Jessica Vieto. Samuel L. Weiss, diploma to be presented by Jessica Vieto. Ann Westgate, Claire E. Westra, Devin F. Williams, Emily Marie Willigan, Katie Ann Willigan, Tara Louise Wilmer, Michael R. Wilson, William Bruce Wilson, John R. Windler, Trevor Rylan Wise, Carolyn Marie Whitty, Jacqueline Ann Walters, Connor R. Woods, Luke Jonathan Warobi, Samantha Zalea, Thomas Zapetti,
Okay, one more round of applause for the class of 2019. You are graduates. Let them fly. Have a happy and safe summer. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you.